Welcome to the Ad Expert Podcast.
Great to be here.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into something super important for, well, pretty much any business with a website. How to set up remarketing campaigns that actually convert.
Yeah, it's about turning those visitors who maybe weren't ready the first time around.
Exactly. Into paying customers. Our mission today is to give you that shortcut. It's really about getting that second chance with people who've already shown some interest, right? They already know you.
Mm-hmm. And that's the key.
And for context, we're approaching this drawing on expertise, like that of Ad Expert, the online marketing and web dev agency based here in LA.
Right, with like a decade of experience getting results for clients.
So let's jump in. You mentioned getting a second chance. Why is focusing on those people generally more efficient?
Well, think about it. It's almost always more cost-effective and, frankly, easier to talk to someone who's already visited your site. They've shown some level of interest. Trying to constantly find brand new cold audiences, that takes a lot more effort and budget.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So let's really unpack that. Why should businesses, big or small, really make remarketing a priority? What's the big deal?
It's such a powerful tool in today's, well, let's face it, crowded digital space.
For sure.
So, first off, the obvious one.
Mm.
You get to reach people who already know you. It's that second chance we talked about. Most people, the vast majority, don't buy on their first visit. Something like only 2% convert right away.
Wow, only 2%.
Yeah, it's low. So remarketing is how you gently remind the other 98% about, say, that product they looked at or the service they read about. You bring them back when maybe they are closer to making a decision.
So it's about playing the long game a bit, staying present.
Exactly. And that leads to the second big benefit. Usually it's better ROI and higher conversion rates.
Yeah.
Because these folks are already familiar with you, they're, well, warmer leads.
Right.
So the ads targeting them often cost less per conversion. They're just much more likely to convert than someone seeing your brand for the first time. You can use things like dynamic ads, too.
Ah, yes. Tell me about those.
Well, they can automatically show someone the exact product they viewed on your site. That level of personalization. It can seriously boost click-through rates, sometimes like 10 times better than generic ads?
10 times. Okay, that's significant.
It really is. And finally, it helps you stay top of mind. Even after they leave your site, seeing your targeted ads keeps your brand visible. So when they are finally ready to buy, maybe days or weeks later, who do they think of? Hopefully you.
It builds that recall.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so we know why it's important, but here's where it gets, really interesting for people actually doing this. What are the absolute must-haves, the core components for a remarketing campaign that doesn't just show ads, but actually drives those conversions?
Good question. It's not just about turning it on. There are definitely key parts you need to get right. First up, you absolutely need well-defined remarketing lists or, targetable audiences. These aren't just everyone who visited. There's specific groups.
Really?
Like people who visited certain product pages or maybe folks who added something to their cart but didn't check out cart abandoners.
Ah, the classic cart abandoners.
Exactly. Or even just people who looked at your pricing page. The key here is segmentation. You got to break these groups down because you want to talk to a cart abandoner differently than someone who just glanced at your homepage, right?
Totally. A different message for a different level of intent.
Precisely. Personalization is king here. Next, you need compelling ad creatives and offers. Your ads need good visuals, something eye-catching, and crucially, a specific offer often helps.
Like a discount.
Yeah, maybe 10% off to complete your purchase or free shipping, something relevant. And always, always a strong call to action. Buy now, shop the sale, learn more, make it clear what you want them to do.
Got it. So great ads, specific offers. What else?
Landing pages. This one gets missed sometimes, but it's huge. The page they land on after clicking your ad must be easy to use, load fast, definitely mobile friendly.
Okay.
And this is critical. It has to perfectly match the ad's content and offer.
Consistency.
Yes. If the ad promises 10% off a specific product, the landing page better show that product with the discount applied. A mismatch kills conversions.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Right. You don't want that jarring experience. Okay, what's next?
Then there's frequency and ad timing. How often do people see your ads? There's a balance.
Yeah.
Right. Show them too often, you annoy them. Ad fatigue is real.
Definitely.
Show them too infrequently or too late after they visited and they've forgotten you or bought elsewhere. So managing that frequency, using frequency caps in the ad platforms, that's key.
Finding that sweet spot. Makes sense.
Then you've got platform choice and placements. Where are you actually showing these ads? We're talking Google Display Network, maybe Facebook custom audiences, Instagram.
The usual suspects.
Right. But also think about things like remarketing lists for search ads or RLSA.
RLSA, how does that work?
It lets you tailor your search ads on Google, specifically for people who've already visited your site. So if they search again for related keywords, you can did higher for them or show them a different ad message because you know they're already familiar with you. Super powerful.
Oh, interesting. Meeting them back on the search results page.
Exactly. And finally, the last piece, which is maybe the most important ongoing part,
Let me guess.
tracking and testing.
You got it. Measurement and testing. You absolutely have to track your results. Your click-through rates, conversion rates, cost per conversion, all of it. But it's not just tracking. It's about using that data, continuously testing different ads, different offers, maybe different landing pages.
A/B testing.
Constantly. That's how you learn what really works for your audience and how you improve over time. It's never really done.
Okay, that's a great breakdown of the components. So let's get practical.
Yeah.
For our listeners wanting to actually set this up, walk us through it step by step. How do they go from zero to a running campaign? All right, let's map it out. 6 main steps. Step 1, define your audiences or remarketing lists. And be specific. We talked about segmentation. So actually create lists for, say, all visitors last 30 days, product page viewers last 14 days, cart abandoners last 7 days, maybe past purchasers for upsells.
So getting really granular there.
The more relevant you can be, the better. Step 2, choose your platforms and set up the pixels or tags. You need that tracking code, the Google Ads tag, the Facebook pixel, whatever platforms you're using installed correctly on your website.
That's what actually collects the visitor data to build those lists, right?
Exactly. It's the foundation. Without the pixel firing correctly, you have no audiences to remarket to.
Crucial. Okay, step 3.
Step 3, create relevant ads. Design ads that speak directly to the audience segment. If it's cart abandoners, maybe show them the items they left behind. Use dynamic ads if you can. Remember those compelling offers, 10% off, free shipping, and clear calls to action. Complete your purchase. Shop now.
Tailoring the creative to the segment.
Absolutely. Step 4, build good landing pages. We hammered this already, but it bears repeating. Make sure that landing page directly matches the ad they clicked. Simple, fast, mobile-friendly, consistent message. No surprises.
Got it. Keep it seamless. Step 5.
Step 5, set frequency and timing rules. Decide how often someone should see your ads. Use frequency caps. Maybe limited to, say, 3 to 5 impressions per user per week. You'll need to test what works. And prioritize more recent visitors that usually have higher intent.
Don't bombard them. Focus on recency.
Okay.
And the last step.
Step 6, monitor, test, and improve. This is ongoing. Keep a close eye on your metrics. CTR, conversion rate, cost per conversion, return on ad spend, ROAS. And constantly test. Test headlines, test images, test offers, test calls to action. Small tweaks can make a big difference over time.
That iterative process again. Always learning. Always optimizing.
That's the name of the game.
This sounds like a solid plan, really actionable, but, things can still go wrong. What are the common traps or mistakes you see marketers fall into, even with a plan like this? How can we steer clear?
Oh, there are definitely common pitfalls, and they can really sabotage your results.
Yeah.
One of the biggest, using generic ads for everyone, just lumping all visitors into one bucket and showing them the same boring ad.
Defeats the whole purpose of segmentation.
Completely. Another one is showing ads way too often or starting too soon,
Yeah.
bombarding people right after they leave. It's annoying, leads to burnout, and can actually hurt your brand perception. You got to respect their space a bit.
Yeah, nobody likes feeling stalked online.
Exactly. Then there's the landing page issue again. Sending traffic to pages that don't match the ad. Such a waste of a click and budget. It creates confusion and frustration.
Okay, that consistency point is clearly vital. What else?
A really common oversight.
Yeah.
Forgetting to exclude people who already converted.
So annoying when you buy something and then see ads for it for weeks.
Right. You need to set up exclusion lists. Stop showing purchase ads to people who just purchased. It wastes money and, frankly, irritates your new customers.
Good point. Anything else?
And the final big one is simply ignoring the measurement and data. Not tracking conversions properly or tracking them, but never actually looking at the data or acting on it.
Flying blind.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If you don't measure, you can't improve. You're just guessing and probably wasting budget.
Okay, those are definitely things to watch out for. So shifting gears slightly, we get a lot of questions from listeners. Let's tackle a couple common ones. First up, what kinds of remarketing campaigns tend to be the most effective, generally speaking?
Well, the ones that usually pack the most punch are tied directly to user behavior and offer something relevant. So dynamic remarketing, showing the exact products viewed, is often very effective, especially for e-commerce. Campaigns targeting cart abandoners with a specific incentive, like a small discount or free shipping, also tend to perform really well.
Because the intent is so high there.
Exactly. Platforms like Google Display Network for broad reach with visual ads and Facebook or Instagram for their powerful custom audience targeting are generally great places to run these.
Okay. Another question we hear a lot. Should I just retarget everyone who visits my site? Is that a good strategy?
Generally, no. It's usually not the most efficient way
Why not?
because not all website visitors are created equal, right? Someone who bounced off your homepage in 5 seconds has shown much less intent than someone who spent 10 minutes browsing product pages or put something in their cart.
Makes sense.
So it's much better to create specific segments based on behavior. Homepage visitors, product viewers, content readers, cart abandoners. Then you can tailor your ads and your bids to each segment's likely value. Spend more on the high-intent groups, maybe less on the lower-intent ones. It's smarter budget allocation.
Better ROI that way.
Usually, yes.
And we touch on frequency, but let's nail it down. How often should someone see these ads? Is there a magic number?
There's no single magic number for everyone, unfortunately. It depends on the industry, the buying cycle, the audience. But as a general guideline, aiming for a few times a week is often a good starting point, like we said, maybe 3 to 5 impressions per user per week. The key is using frequency caps provided by the ad platforms. Test different caps, see what works. You want enough exposure to stay top of mind, but not so much that you become wallpaper or, worse, an annoyance. Gentle reminders, not constant shouting.
Right. So building on all this, how does a company like, say, AdExpert take these principles and really elevate them? What are the differentiators in this space?
That's where you start moving beyond the basics into more sophisticated strategies. For example, leveraging innovative AI solutions. AI can help with much more predictive audience targeting, understanding purchase intent signals, maybe even before the user realizes it.
Getting really predictive.
Yeah, and delivering truly hyper-personalized campaigns at scale. Then there's real-time marketing insights with live tracking. Being able to see performance across all channels, basically live, allows for incredibly agile, data-driven optimization, making changes on the fly based on what's happening now.
Very dynamic.
Absolutely. And underpinning it all is a commitment to data-driven success. That means combining historical client data, current campaign data, even competitor analysis to constantly refine the strategy. It's not just setting up campaigns based on best practices, it's tailoring them based on hard data and continuous learning.
And focusing on specific markets, like the local LA market for AdExpert probably helps too.
For sure. Understanding local nuances, market trends, that adds another layer of customization, especially for businesses focused on a specific geographic area.
Okay, great insights there. So let's wrap this up. To summarize for everyone listening, truly effective remarketing, the kind that converts, it really boils down to a few key things. You need to define those audiences carefully, get your ad creative and offers right and relevant, make sure your landing pages are seamless.
Don't forget controlling that ad frequency.
Right, controlling frequency, and maybe most importantly, that constant cycle of testing and optimizing based on data. Our advice: start small if you need to. Focus on getting one segment right first, and build from there. Small, focused efforts can lead to bigger wins over time.
Definitely. And, thinking about all this, it raises a kind of interesting question for the future, doesn't it?
Oh, what's that?
Well, if remarketing keeps getting better, more relevant, more genuinely helpful, could it actually start to change how people feel about all digital advertising? Moving it away from being seen as just an interruption towards something that's actually a useful reminder or service.
That's a fascinating thought. Shifting perception from annoyance to assistance through sheer relevance, definitely something to chew on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. We really hope you can take these insights and apply them to make your own remarketing campaigns convert better.
Yeah, put it into action.
And remember, getting help from experienced folks like the team at AdExpert can certainly accelerate that data-driven success. Thanks for listening.